that Martians were real back then.
And this is a time when, well, you tell me about this time. This is really the Gilded Age, and it's interesting to me how much of this was born, and as I was just explaining in the introduction, in the upper classes. How did this begin to take hold?
Right, well, there were a lot of different factors at play. Partly, of course, it was scientific. In the 19th century, telescopes were being built that were better than ever. Astronomers could see the surface of Mars better than ever, but still, Mars is at its closest approach is 35 million miles away. So it's very hard to get a really good view in a telescope. You're looking through the Earth's atmosphere, so Mars kind of comes in and out of focus, but astronomers were starting to map the surface of Mars, and they were seeing what looked like a very Earth-like planet that had dark areas and light areas that looked like oceans and continents. But they also were seeing these weird straight lines crisscrossing the planet that were kind of inexplicable. And that was the great mystery that then we'll talk about led to this idea that there might be Martians. But also, why was the public so accepting of the idea of Martians? It was, on one hand, it was a time of feeling that anything was possible. At the beginning of the 20th century, you had so many amazing discoveries in science and technology. The discovery of X-rays and radio waves.
And Round Top Road in Harrisville into a ghost tour business and offered overnight stays before it went into foreclosure. The sale date, fittingly, October 31st, Halloween. The home sold for $1.5 million in 2022. The Conjuring movies are still doing a booming business. The latest, Last Rites, topped the weekend box office with an $83 million debut domestically. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Wall Street is having a mixed day, and it's not really doing a whole bunch of anything anyway. The Nasdaq's really the biggest mover right now. It is up 112 points, but the S&P 500 is up just 9. The Dow is down 3. Coming up on WBZ, President Trump loses an appeal in a major defamation suit.
Low testosterone affects many men today, even men as young as 30. But finding someone you can trust for quality low-T treatment isn't so easy. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health, a pro-medic restorative health practice. And that's why I'm pleased to announce the opening of our newest location of Northeast Men's Health right here in Warwick. As a pro-medic affiliate, Northeast Men's Health has the experience and expertise to get you the right treatment for your particular medical situation. At Northeast Men's Health, we're experts in treating low testosterone. In fact, we've successfully treated thousands of men for low T and have seen the amazing impacts low T treatments have. If you're like most men, you'll sleep better, have more energy and improve mental clarity, get better gains in the gym, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. So call us. Just $99 gets you a PSA and T test and a medical consult. And if you start on
Highs in the upper 60s. Northeast winds around 10 miles an hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then clearing. Lows around 50. Light and variable winds. Thursday and Thursday night, mostly clear. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the upper 40s. Friday through Saturday night, mostly clear. Highs in the lower 70s. Lows in the upper 40s. Sunday through Monday, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 70s. Lows in the lower 50s. Here is the recreation forecast for Lake Winnipesaukee. Tonight, north winds around 5 miles per hour. Waves less than 1 foot. Mostly clear. Lows in the mid-40s. Water temperature